Hi chat, welcome to another stream. I'm getting a haircut this weekend. It's happening. I don't fucking care if I get COVID. Whatever. I'm getting a haircut. I can't deal. Either that or I'm shaving my head. One of the two. But anyway, how y'all doing today? It's a Friday, right? Friday? Rebecca Black Friday for this March 5th of 2021. And we're back for another stream. I didn't stream that much this week, just Monday and Friday. I guess that's something. We're gonna pretend I opened up your schools. We're having a little bit of the end of the world today, la fin du monde. So cheers to you, chat. Hopefully you are all doing well. The plan for today is to work on a bit of pre-commit.ci that I've been putting off for far too long. Private badges. I think I finally have the infrastructure in place to make it happen. Yeah, there we go. But cheers to that. Well, let me say hi to everyone. JB Pratt was first day Preox was here before the stream started. With the lurk. Good to see you, Preox. Sarcastic Dante is here. How's it going, Sarcastic Dante? Good to see you. Cheesy Bites. That's a good name. Welcome back, Cheesy Bites. The Endless River. How's it going? Jamie Pratt, my mistake there for the world to see. Yeah, you did typo that emote. I guess that's the way things go. Hey, what's up, NoSQL Know-How? Good to see you as well. Cheesy Bites says, this is the end of week 51 of work from home for me. I don't actually know how many work from home weeks I've been doing because I got laid off last year. I mean, this is my second at my new job, so it was week 2 under the belt. That was all foam. Oh well. Bitchit is here. Good to see you. How you doing? Just compiled the GCC compilers on my new M1 Mac. Oh, fancy. Did you do the whole like crazy bootstrapping that you have to do for GCC? Start from terrible assembler and build GCC. I think it's 2, 4, 6, and then 10. Is that how it bootstraps? Oh wait, they're not on GCC 10. What am I talking about? What's the current version of GCC? GCC current version. Oh, it is 10. Okay. I wasn't wrong. The answer says 2 weeks done. Already a long-term employee. Yeah, somebody made a Somebody made a chart of employee seniority by start date, and I'm already 1% senior at Stripe, despite only being here for 2 weeks, which is fucking crazy. But I guess that's the way things go. Michael Navs, hello, welcome to the stream. NoSQL Know-How says, and I've been working from home for almost 11 years. Damn, that's a long time. Congrats on that. CJ Halval, hello. What are we doing? That's a good question. Let me set today. Working on ADC pre-commit.ci, implementing private badges finally. I know I've been talking about private badges for several weeks at this point, it feels like, but we're gonna actually get them working today because, oops, that is print, not private tab. Because I have built the backend that makes it possible. Although we did that on stream a while ago as well. Let me just log into my other GitHub account so that we can get going on that. Ace2, GitHub, pasted a password. Oh, there's Control V. But yeah, let me show you what we've got right now. So normally for repositories, which run in pre-commit.ci, let me log in, show you what's going on. So normally for repositories, for public ones, also you'll see your demo 4 is missing. It's because it's eventually consistent. I haven't thought of a good way to make this page live for private repos. I think this is probably fine though. But anyway, for public repos, there is this badge, and you can put this markdown into your README or whatever, There's also restructured text if you prefer RST. I don't know why you would, but you know, some people do. But anyway, there's two components to this. One is the SVG that actually represents your badge, and this has, you know, essentially a live status of what is there on your primary branch. And there's also a link where if I paste this link, it will take me to the current run. So you'll see it actually, you know, redirected to this run ID. Well, this is a repository ID, and this is a run ID. And both of those endpoints kind of need to remain secret for private repos. Like, I don't want to leak any information about whether a repository exists from that. So this is public repos, nothing's really changing there. But for private repos, you'll see that even though their status is unmastered, this is currently showing unknown. And if I, you know, use this link, it's going to 404. And this is intentional. I kind of, you know, this is the same as if you had just put, you know, any old garbage in the URL, you're also going to get this 404. And this is to, you know, make it so that I don't divulge any information about private repos as a side effect of my app. But, you know, badges are a thing that people want in private repos, so we're going to enable those today. But it says GC11 experimental. Oh, I see. Can you provide a link or name of the beer? Yes. La Fin du Monde beer. By Unibrow Brewery. We're gonna do Canadian English. Yes. I don't know why I did Canadian English. I don't know if anything actually changes in Canadian English, but anyway, here it is. La Fin du Monde. Oh, I guess they put Celsius first. That's the difference. But it's real good. I really like it. They have it in 12 ounces and 750 mLs, I think. Yeah, this is 12 ounces. They also have it in 750s. But it's a blonde. Oh, you can get on a draft too? Oh man. Getting like a keg of this would be so nice. So good. 54 awards. Yeah, very, very good. Oh, I should have put it in a tulip glass. Oh well, I don't have a tulip glass, so this will have to do. But anyway, that's the beer I'm drinking. Oh no, I closed chat. Shit. No. Fuck. I did Control W thinking I would close the tab, but instead I closed chat. Oh wait, there's the new feature where Twitch keeps chat up. Nice. Perfect. Hey, what's up, Preox? Hello. Judo Panda Pants, how's it going? Roller says, is it the weekend yet? Yeah, right? It's the weekend, I think. Yeah. Gox says, why did Python go with whitespace for scope delineation? Does anyone know? I don't know. Let's see if... Why Python whitespace? Let's see if Guido says anything about that. I don't know, maybe the Stack Overflow question will have an answer. Bum, 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 bum. It does not say why. Nope. Here we go. April 20th, 2001. White space. What is the logic behind creating a white space-based syntax, and why do you feel it is good? Please refrain from readability answered because this is all I got from those people I know who know Python. What's wrong with the legibility answer? I think that's an excellent reason. Don't you care? Don't care if your code is legible? Don't you hate code that's not properly indented? Making it part of the syntax guarantees that all code is properly indented. In 1974, Don Knuth predicted that indentation would become... this is probably way too small for you to see. Oh, this is Slashdot. Man, this goes way back. On 1/4/20, although it's, you know, not in that order, but... yeah, I guess it's for readability, which makes sense. Is the ID half Unix timestamp? Do you take any use of this? Yes, it is half Unix timestamp for the run IDs. And the reason I do this, I don't actually read the timestamp out of here, but yes, this is a Unix timestamp. The reason I do this, and this is a glorious hack, is so that the run IDs are sequentially ordered by date. And the only reason that I use that is so that on this page, when I showed the 30 most recent, it's actually just the 30 most, the 30 bottom sorted. And the reason they're bottom sorted is because, you know, they're sorted by date. But yeah, it's a bit of an abuse there to force the sorting there. But yeah, little teeny little trick. JP Pratt, how's it going? Wait, I already said hi to you. You were first. That's right. Metal Storm, good to see you. It's been a while. Ken Biko, how you doing? Hello, hello. Currently not available here. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, it's not imported there. That's a bummer. Cheesebite says, I don't know why white space mattering bothers me so much. I'd rather write incomprehensible code in Perl. I'd rather never read your Perl code. I started with C++, so it feels insulting. Well, don't you use like a formatter in C++ anyway? I think Knuth is pronounced with a hard K. Really? I had no idea. I guess I've never heard it out loud. So you don't have a run date in Dynamo at all this way. I do have a run date. It's a separate field. It is actually the queue time. The queue time is the first date stamp that I have. So the way the data is structured, there's a queue time, and then there's a series of steps that have end time. So like is that how it works? I don't know. It's been so long since I designed that data model. Let me see. Web data run. Uh-oh. Sorry, chat. Let's see. Run. QNS. Okay, so this is when the queuing started. This is when... okay, this makes sense. So this is when it's first queued. This is when the runner picks it off the queue. And then after that, there are a set of steps, and inside these steps, they have an end nanoseconds. So this timestamp here is a fake step. It's just from the queue time till the worker picks it up, and then each of these, is just an incremental amount of time since then. So you can see, like, 910 milliseconds to load the CI configuration. I can actually make this faster. There's a little there's an API call to SQS that's making this take 13 milliseconds. I could get rid of those 13 milliseconds if I really wanted to, but I think it's optional for style only. I don't know, man. I like options. I mean, there's a lot of options in Python, even without it. Halt and catch! TGIF to you as well. It's been a while. Haven't seen you in forever. Thank you for the resub with Prime. Appreciate it. Shaz Robot is here. Hello, Shaz. How you doing? Seems anti-Unix. I mean, alright, I guess. Mika says, I'm thinking of proposing an engineering productivity team at work. Did you say you worked in a team like that at Lyft? I did indeed. And I worked on a team like that at Yelp. And I work on a team like that at Stripe. Let's just stay consistent. Developer productivity. I guess specifically I am on a languages team now, which is neat. But yes, it is part of the developer productivity organization. Halt and Catch Fire. Yeah. Is that the oh, what series is that? Is that the Katniss one? Fuck, what is that? What is that called? I volunteer tribute. Why can I not remember the goddamn name of it? What is it called? Somebody tell me what it's called. It's gonna drive me insane. Why can't I remember what it's called? I'm pretty sure. Hunger Games. Thank you. Whew. Man, I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Katniss, right? Bow Girl. Yeah, right? Halt and Catch Fire was its own show. Was it? Is it the same universe? Halt and Catch Fire. Is it not the same thing? Am I completely losing my mind? It's not the same thing. I'm losing my mind. I just don't know what I'm fucking talking about. Grab his iPad! Thank you for the gifted sub to Preox. What am I thinking of then? Hunger Games books. Oh, it's called Catching Fire. Okay. That was close, right? Catching Fire. Oh man, I look like a fucking idiot now. Bivriel. Burial. I assume it's burial, but with a fancy V. Can you explain what pre-commit.ci is? I can indeed. So the idea behind pre-commit.ci is helpfully worded by Convico here. Developers spend a fair chunk of their time development flow on fixing relatively trivial problems in their code. Pre-commit.ci both enforces that these issues are discovered, which is often via pre-commit. We'll talk about pre-commit in a second, but also fixes the issues automatically, letting developers focus their time on more valuable problems. So the like TLDR is pre-commit.ci is a CI system that runs linters and code formatters and will auto-fix your pull request if it's problematic. So here's like an example where I made a commit for my awesome feature, and pre-commit.ci was like, you got some formatting problems, but it auto-fixed them for me, which is really, really nice. The other thing is it's much faster than other CI systems, so it goes zoom zoom. But let's talk about what pre-commit is. So pre-commit is a linter and code formatter framework that I wrote. It also, works with Git hooks. That was the original idea, but honestly, it's better. It's much better at being a tool installation and execution tool than it is, than it is at being a Git hooks manager. Although it does know smart stuff about Git hooks. But the idea behind pre-commit is you set up a configuration file which lists the tools that you want, the versions, and where to install them from. And it knows how to, and these can be checkers, fixers, or code formatters, or any sorts of things like that. And pre-commit knows how to install all those tools and then run them against files in your repository. But anyway, that's pre-commit and pre-commit.ci, and yeah, I'm very close to being able to launch the paid version of pre-commit.ci, but it's free for open source, and it'll be free for open source forever, so that's the thing. Oh no, my beer's dripping on me. No. Holy Catch says, Anthony, we stream at 2 a.m. I mean, it's 5 p.m. my time, so I'm sorry that this doesn't work well for the European audience, but it's basically the only time I have at the moment. Rosoro, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. ZaderX says, what does your day-to-day look like in that role? So I'm not gonna lie, I won't know what my day-to-day is gonna look like for a while. Partially because I'm in onboarding right now and things are like all over the place as to what I'm gonna be working on, what teams I'm gonna be working with, how I'm gonna be organizing stuff. That sort of thing, so I don't really have a good answer for you yet. Zephyr, thank you for the follow. Welcome. But I can talk more generally, like my role at Lyft when I was there. Generally what I was working on. ZaderX, thank you for the follow. Generally what I was working on was, I guess it depended on the week. Like if it was the week where I was responsible for being quote unquote on call, I would be answering questions in Slack for developers and kind of nudging them in the right direction for how to solve particular problems that they were having. But most of the time I was spending Well, most of the time I was spending in meetings, let's be honest, but that's what happens when you're a technical lead of a sub-organization. You spend a lot of time, working with other people to organize problems and get things done. But assuming I'm not doing that, I was mostly working on building tools and sometimes working on building infrastructure that other developers would use to get their jobs done. That's kind of the mantra of the team. Make people the most productive they could be. Imagine catching fire though, like what the fuck? Probably not very smart. Yeah, right. You gotta have the process. No wonder you have to have productivity jobs. I see, Summersoft. Kamiko says 10%. Does that mean you also have to pay for 10% of the cost, Kamiko? That's not how that works. Recursive chat, good to see you. Is the other recursive guy here? I don't think so. I think it's just you. I think it's just you, Konik. Good to see you with the Love Peak L, as always. Is it all written in Python? Is pre-commit and pre-commit.ci all written in Python? There's technically some Go, Rust, Ruby, JavaScript, and Swift, and what else? There's some other languages that ship with pre-commit, so technically it has some other code. But yes, it's almost entirely in Python. Kamika says, got any advice for making the Eng productivity team valuable to the org? I've got some ideas, but they're based on guesses and personal frustrations and not experience. So the way that we sold, we started from nothing at Yelp to build a developer productivity org, and the way that we sold the idea to leadership, RKJ! Thank you for the resub at 11 months. Happy unfun employment. And thank you for your continued support. It's good to see you again, RKJ. The way we spun a developer productivity, first it was just a team at Yelp, was we found a specific problem that had come up in internal surveys a lot, and we came up with concrete metrics that described that particular problem. Hi, Zephyr! Thank you for the subscription with Prime. Appreciate it. And that specific problem was the build time of Yelp main. Yelp main is a monolithic repository. When I left, it was like 5 million lines of Python. It may be a similar size. It's probably bigger now, let's be real. And we were specifically able to track the build time of Yelp main, and it was right around, I think a clean build took almost 30 minutes, which was fucking ridiculous. And we were able to do some low-hanging fruit optimizations to bring that 30 minutes down to about 5 to 6 minutes. But our initial proposal on hey, we need a developer productivity team is literally no one was working on this because infrastructure was busy, managing production machines, and developers were busy writing fucking code. And so, there wasn't really anyone to build the tools for developers. Roger Waltz, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, that's how we pitched that. And initially it was a 50% time kind of ordeal where I was a full stack dev, originally a front end dev, but I was a full stack dev doing my normal feature work, but also spending 50% of my time on this tiger team idea of dev prod. Hey, what's up, Data Dav D? Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Halty Catch says, all good, nice to catch the stream at D&D. Good to have you. Cheesy Bites says, have they figured out remote onboarding? I mean, Stripe's been kind of remote onboarding for quite a while to some extent. But yeah. I don't know. It's alright. I feel like no remote onboarding can be as good as in person, but it's alright. Addressing engineering organization-wide problems that can't be addressed locally within the teams, things like unifying tooling, improving onboarding. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Engineering metrics that aren't fucking lines of code committed. Oh my god. I hate how much some segments of management like to use line of code counts as metrics. Ornog Live, hello, welcome to the stream. Can my friend join the chat? I mean, anyone who has a Twitch account can hop in the stream, I guess. Oh, do we have a bot? We have a bot. We gotta man the bot. Goodbye, bot. Why did we have a bot? I might be willing to do that. How much is 10% of the cost so far? It's like nothing. That's why you'd be willing to do it. Oh, goody bot. Yeah, sorry, I was too slow to kill the bot. But yeah. Jason Boyne says, well, hello, looks like my sleep schedule is completely fucked. Oh my god. I mean, mine's been pretty messed up too. Are self-bots allowed by Twitch terms service? Yeah, bots are allowed, as far as I understand. Bots are a big part of Twitch. I have my own bot. Brumbum says, what is your moon and ascendant sign? I have no idea what that means. Michaela's here! Kimbika says here's 10%. Yeah, you're probably right, Kimbika. That's probably about 10% of what I paid so far. Thank you for the bits, appreciate it. Oh, and you've triggered the scam train, which is at exactly 69%. And if you take a screenshot in 17 seconds, it'll be 69% at 420. Whew. 30 minutes on what hardware? God, they were like 16 XLs. Let me see. EC2 instances. I think they were R4. The R4. No. R4. They weren't 16 XLs. They were 8 XLs. R4 8 XLs. Which is not a machine that is fucking around. These are big fucking computers. 240 gigs of RAM, 32 CPUs. Those were BV mothers. And yes, still took 30 minutes. But there were a lot of things that were just like really stupidly serial and like not well optimized. So yeah. Yelman is a big boy. 30 minutes sounds reasonable when you compare it to building browser. I guess, but like if you look at fucking Yelp.com, like should it take 30 minutes to build that? No. Especially because like all the languages involved were interpreted. Like Python and JavaScript. Those are the languages that went into Yelp.com. Like there was reason that it took 30 minutes, but like it felt like there should have been no reason for it to take 30 minutes. Yes, whoever says, are there things you built in the past and you're proud of but are lost to closed source forever? Yes, lots and lots of things. Lots and lots of things that I was really happy with how I wrote them, that are gone forever. For the most part, I mean, honestly, some of the things I can recreate because like I have like a partial photographic memory, so like I kind of know what I like I could rewrite them if I wanted to. It's really just that I don't have enough time to do so. Like one example of a project that I really liked that was really cool was a versioned dependency tracker. Let me tell you what I mean. So like I have a ton of Python projects right now. If we go here and do all repos, find files, setup.cfg. Actually, probably better is grep-l. Oh, this is what I wanted. All repos, find grep. I'll get the command right one of these times. But yeah, anyway, I have a bunch of these, overly greedy regex. I have a bunch of these, Python projects, and it would be nice to know, like, what things depend on what other things. Now, GitHub has written this to some extent with their GitHub dependencies tracker or whatever shenanigans. But I wrote a thing which scraped all of the Yelp repositories and generated a graph based on you know, the dependency relationships set up in particular files and in services as well. I don't have any services for, I guess pre-commit.ci is a service, so it would count. Sir Sweet Pickle, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. But it also helps you visualize like what things are on what versions and like, you know, who owns what particular things. The other thing that I wanted to rebuild is this tool that I wrote called migration status. The idea was you wrote a metric and a little checker, and that checker ran against every repository, and if it passed, then it would be, you know, a passing repository. If it failed, it'd be a failing repository, and you kind of like got pie charts for every team, and, you know, were able to link them to runbooks and descriptions and like all of this nice rich metadata. And I feel like something like that could be valuable just in general in open source. But Odd, thank you for the follow. Kubernetes. Alton Catch, thank you for the bits. I do work. I mean, I have worked with Kubernetes as well as other containerization softwares, but yes, I would say I have. Despote, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen this message before. Missed the hype train. That's all good. I don't really care. Hype trains are hype trains. Not dank enough Q, thank you for the follow. And Elranbo2, thank you as well for the follow. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, there's a lot I've lost to closed source, sadly. Vettel, good to see you. Vettel says, since you like Pokemon, are you investing in Pokemon collectible products? Not really. I have some Pokemon cards from back in the day, but I'm not investing in any way, shape, or form. It's not like, you know, oh, I'm buying, you know, futures of sealed Pokemon card boxes or whatever. It's not really a thing that I'm doing. Oh my goodness. Juicebox Hero is live right now. What? We're gonna have to give her a raid once I'm done. We haven't even started though. Tilky says, what is sleep? Yeah, good question. Jesus farted, welcome back. Hey, they love your stream. I'm winding down for the week by watching it. Quick question. I'm a junior at my company and I've been put as the main dev on a new product. I've been struggling with technical communication as a beginner and wondering if you have any tips on how to navigate those conversations. I often find myself in situations where I'm asked a question that's related to future timelines or feature requests, and I have no idea how to answer without thinking for a long time. Yeah, that's a good question. Burial, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. So when I think about timelines and deadlines, being asked the question on the spot is honestly impossible to answer. There's like no good way to just, you know a timeline immediately. I think when people are asking you those sorts of questions, like the thing that you want to do is when you're designing or writing out a project or a plan for your project, you kind of want to have those timelines. You kind of want to be building those timelines as you're planning. So you'll say like, oh, I don't know, I expect this milestone to achieve this particular thing, and I estimate that it's going to take this amount of time to get there. And honestly, it's going to take you a long time to figure out those sorts of timelines. And software people are fucking terrible at estimating timelines. that's just the status quo. Like people are bad at estimating. And estimating software is even harder because there's so many things that are unpredictable about it. So I would say, like, the reason people are asking those questions is they're looking for some amount of concrete documentation that you've done upfront when investigating how to build out a solution. So like my advice there would be, create some design documents, figure out what those sort of things are going to take, and be able to kind of preempt those questions with, like, previously done research. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. No, chat. We haven't even started programming and I'm already losing my voice. What? Brem says, who hates me? Raise your hand. What? Why would we hate you? Streambots, yes, but self-bots are a different animal. I imagine similar to Discord's terms of service. Oh, I see. Big birds, yeah. I went to build Clang from source on a laptop in a VM. Oh god, that was taking forever, Koenig. Neps got the meme screenshot. Nice. Did you get the 69420? Wait, let me open this off screen before I It's something else. Okay, perfect. Yeah, nice. 5900X is 100% faster. It has more cores. That doesn't mean that it's faster for what it would have been building. Of course, a Threadlipper. Threadripper is going to have many more cores than, you know, your typical EC2 instance. I would hope it does. But those cores are going to be lower power generally than the Xeon cores that are running on most EC2 instances. Zapic! Thank you for the raid. Oh my god, how far behind am I in chat? I gotta catch up on chat. Welcome to the stream, raiders. How are y'all doing today? Okay, we're gonna speedrun chat so I can catch up on the raid. Memphs, welcome. Odd, welcome to the stream as well. 3 of them in the room next. Nice. Just post the same screenshot in Dixord. Nice. We have 128 core, 512 gig machine running completely idle for months at the university. No one uses it. Holy shit. That's some beef. Just sit idle. Cheesepoint says, oh yes, chat, is there a license that is MAT plus if you redistribute it, you gotta send your patches back? Those are contradictory terms. MIT is permissive. It lets you do whatever the fuck you want. So you either want a restrictive license or a permissive license. There's not really, there's some in between ones, but not really. Well, as a song to compile things, I have 10,000 lines in C# and it just happens as fast as Blink. But if it's 5 million, it's 500 times faster. So most of it is like, I mean, some of it is just sheer amount of code that you need to compile. The other part of it is, you know, interdependencies and, you know, figuring out the graph problem for that. Didn't realize you're at Stripe now. Are you using Python a lot there? So Stripe uses a little bit of Python for their data sciencey stuff. I don't really know yet. I haven't onboarded yet. When Kate was introduced in my previous job, a coworker from up north unironically pronounced it as Kubernetes. I love that. Emphasis C, hello. Stripe uses Python. Yeah, just answered it. Thought they were a Ruby shop. They are a Ruby shop. They are also a Go, Java, Scala, and Python shop. Elrenbo2, hello. Welcome. I am in California. That's true. Yes. Goligari Agriculturalist. Oh, it's part of the raid party. Welcome. I guess I should introduce myself for the raiders. My name is Anthony. I work on Python stuff. Today we're working on pre-commit.ci, which is a CI system that runs this tool called pre-commit. And pre-commit does linters and code formatters. And today we are working on making badges. Badges work properly for private repositories. And pre-commit.ci is my kind of little startup-y thingy thing. But yeah. If you have influence, which sadly you might not have as a junior, maybe you can reframe the question in terms of appetite instead of deadline. For instance, this is how much we can get done in 4 weeks. If you want more than that, it's going to take more time. Yeah, that is also a good way to frame things like that. Crack says, speedrunning chat, notice him clipping against the names. It's a frame perfect move that only saves a second or two for the run, but it looks cool when you pull it off. It's true. Any % chat, right? It's cool that Stripe is a Go shop as well. Didn't realize that. Been on a Go train recently. So interestingly, Stripe has a lot of Go for some like extremely performance critical bits. But they don't have like a Go infrastructure team. It's just kind of a team that was like, we're going to use Go. And so they did. And now Stripe has Go code. But I think that's the next language team that's going to get built out. If I had to put my money on a prediction, that would be what I would expect there. January says, I'm just fucking scared my project will get ripped. Even though the code isn't that good, all my work, so scared of licenses here at MIT. I mean, they still have to technically include your license if they're going to rip off your code. And honestly, what's the worst that happens? Like, they republish your code or like use it for a paid product? Like, I mean, I've thought about this myself, and I've realized that I don't fucking care unless they are taking my code, removing my name. That is the case where I care about being ripped off. But if they're gonna make a project which vendors my code and like wraps it and redistributes the license, I don't really care. I mean, seems shitty, but does it really matter at the end of the day? Like, it's open source code, just fucking whatever. Whoop 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 whoop. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Easiest way to think about it is that everyone else cares about their own project and code, not yours. They don't care. Yeah, I mean, I guess one way. That's the best way to choose what to code in. Kind of, but if you keep down that path, you end up with an organization where there's 50 fucking programming languages, and like someone leaves the company and suddenly you have no idea how to work in the foobar baz service that somebody decided to write in D-lang, and now the D is gone, and so we can't write D. And then you gotta hire somebody that has the D, and like, oh man, just, not a fun time. So there's benefits in limiting the ability for people to do experimental things if they're gonna become part of the critical path. But yeah. That's all. Like, my team, I was like, I'm gonna use Python, and now we have a Python team. Nice, Preox. Goes great for infra, but for performance, it's more of a middle ground of being performant. Needs the writing, better to use C++ or Rust if you really need performance. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Stripe has settled on a mix of Java and Go for performance critical stuff, mostly because people have been tuning the JVM for literally decades. So they're real good at tuning the JVM. But Go is just like another reasonable choice for that. Big thing. Also trying to get better at Go enigmatic code. Got over the hump coding from Python, but still need practice. I see. Making jobs for other people. Yeah. You just wanted to say the D is gone. Be honest. I honestly didn't think about that. To be completely honest. Someone else actually asked this same question in one of our onboarding sessions earlier today, and the person running the onboarding used D as an example, and so I figured, we'll just run with their example without having to think about other programming languages. So I exclusively code in intercal. I don't even know what intercal is, but it sounds terrifying. Just write an API or container and Go using popular projects as a scaffolding. Yeah, that works too. JVM is a good solid base, can't really configure it too much. Yeah. I just dislike Java, it feels so verbose, and for some reason aesthetically ugly. I mean, new Java is starting to shake some of that stuff. Like, new Java has like lambdas and functional and like some other stuff that makes it less verbose. But yeah, there's always that core Java that's going to be slightly less slightly less than ideal. But the L server says what? Oh man, for some reason I always change river to liver. I'm sorry about that. I hope you understand that it's just because I have a slight speech impediment. But anyway, which parts of Lyft were Python? Was that their main language? I would say it was their main language. I think somewhere around like 65 to 70% of services at Lyft were in Python. Another like 20% were in Go. There was like 1 or 2 C++ services, some Java. I think there was a JS service or two, now that I think about it. No, maybe that was only used for the front end. And then there was like random shit that Lyft had acquired, like Lyft accidentally acquired a .NET shop. Oh, I felt so bad for their engineers, because they're like, bruh, can we make some like Windows EC2 instances? And the CTO was just like, oh, we've made a big mistake. But it was too late. They had already signed the contract at that point. So we like, God, we had to spin up a whole team to like port their shit to run .NET on Linux. We got it working. Fortunately, I had enough experience from, honestly, the shit that I did for admin of code like helped me so much for getting .NET running on Linux. But like we basically containerized their product and got them running. But yeah, there's some .NET at Live too. Which, oh, I don't know why we. So sometimes when you're yeah, .NET on Linux is pretty stable. Yeah, but it was not 2 years ago. Sometimes when you acquire a company, honestly, I know this is shitty to say, but I think there are like two types of acquisitions that a corporation could do. One is to acquire a company to kill their product, to eliminate competition, and the other is to acquire the company, integrate their product, and integrate their engineering team. And one of them is much like, they might have the same dollar amount, but the cost to integrate a product is absurd. Especially if their technology is vastly different or not containerized from your core technology. Honestly, the cost that Lyft put in to acquire this .NET shop, I don't think they realized any gains from it. I think it was purely cost and then more cost after. And then they had to, you have to go through all this effort to re-educate people and like do all this other fucking shit. And yeah, that was a lot. Okay, but anyway, let's do some work today. So let me show you what I've done since last time we went over this. Got to log into the AWS by clicking this button and then being like, haha, lol, no, sign into an existing one, and then grabbing the dev email. Oh, what the fuck? We're getting captured? This is new? I'm getting captioned? What? I've never seen a caption on this page. Never seen a caption on this page. Oh, where the fuck is my cell phone? I think it's in the other room. I'll be right back. God damn it. Yep, it was in the other room. At my work desk. I know you can see my keyboard. Oh, fuck, that's not the right thing. Shit. I must have reached the timeout for login, or I did the captcha wrong. Well, I don't know. Oh, I'm getting captured again. What the fuck? This sucks. Why is it not letting me log in? Is AWS login just broken right now? Are captchas just broken? Okay, I'll try to again. Is that an E or a C? What do you think this is, chat? Do you think this is an E or a C? I guess I can do this to get another one. Is that a V or a Y? Okay, I think we can get this one. MX8, 5 p.m. I just can't log in. Why did I want to log in? That's not good. I'm gonna give it one more try. Actually, we're gonna try it here. Because we'll be less likely to be captured here. Huh. Dev? Why am I getting captured? $57G, $52N. Okay, dev password. Multi-factor. Hey, what's up? 3234. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, that worked. Finally. No fucking idea. Is the reason you don't do MFA with your password manager? I don't think it supports it. I learned about Kimbaku not too long ago, which was how my name was autocorrected until I had SEO'd my name sufficiently. Oh, nice, nice. Why would you want to write it back in C++? It's so much more extra work. There's no clear cut or even super great framework. Go and Python are much better choices. Is your API that time critical? Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. Summerstuff says, I don't think I ever didn't get a CAPTCHA on that page. This is literally the first time I've ever seen a CAPTCHA. Password manager did FMA? Yeah, some do. Some do. 1Password does. I don't have 1Password. I have Bitwarden. My services need to call little libraries like libsodium and libtorrent. They run on very small instances, 1 gig of RAM. I mean, my pre-commit.ci runs on less on 1 gig RAM too. Prove you're human, fleshbot. Right, right. The art of rope bondage. Oh no. Oh no. Is that what Kimbaku is? Oh, that's funny. Have you considered that you may be a robot that captures working properly? I have considered this, Zephyr. There have been times where, you know, I have, like, literally been kicked out from CAPTCHAs. Oh, man. Did I ever tell you, chat, about CAPTCHA Party? Which may or may not have been legal? You guys want to hear about CAPTCHA Party? It's a bit vague as a name. Can I talk about this? Actually, maybe I can't talk about this. Because it seems questionable from a legal standpoint. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? So, in order to drive in New York, New York taxi requirements. You have to have this, like, crazy fucking license and a, like, paperwork thing, and you have to own a vehicle that is registered in New York, and you have to pay, like, some giant ass fucking licensing fee. And it's like $3,000 or something like that. And Lyft wanted to drive cars in New York, and in order to drive cars in New York, no, Uber doesn't bypass it. Uber had to do the same fucking thing. I know because I've talked to Uber engineers that were part of the exact same fucking thing. In order to drive in New York, you need to fill out all this paperwork and essentially register as a taxi. So in New York, Uber and Lyft are registered almost identically as taxis. And in order to do this, you need to fill out this paperwork and pay some number of dollars, and you have to have a physical car that is registered. And so, and you know, of course, Lyft and Uber both procrastinated on this initiative, and so, like, the night before this legislature went into effect, everyone gathered in a room. Well, everyone. It was like 50 of us. And we needed to register, I think it was like close to 1,000 vehicles using this sketch-ass New York website. And the steps to submitting this were essentially fill out a form with a car driver's license and a license plate. And they all were unique and in this, like, data table. Like, Lyft had gone and purchased, like, 3,000 identical. I think they were Toyota Camrys or something stupid. They were like all black Toyota Camrys. And we had all this data, like we could have just imported it into a database and just, you know, transferred the $4 million that paid for all of these fees. But no, we had to individually submit every single one of these via a website. And so we were like 60, you know, well-paid people in a room clicking through websites and answering CAPTCHAs over and over and over. With, I think we had like 50 different VPN services set up as well to like reduce the number of CAPTCHA hits and like spread out our IP address coverage, like all this shit. And oh my god, I think I answered like close to 1,000 CAPTCHAs that night. Also, like reCAPTCHA started catching on to like all of us doing this, and so they would serve more and more and more and more CAPTCHAs. And sometimes you would go through like 20 pages of like, is this a stop sign? And then the backend would 500 and you would have to start the whole process over again. Oh, but yeah, we answered a lot of CAPTCHAs that night. But it was fun. I guess. We had pizza and beer and fucked around and seemed like a good time. But man, every time I see that, like, is this a crosswalk? I'm just like, ah, oh, fuck you, it's a crosswalk. But yeah, anyway. Michaela, can I put it in your ass? So, I actually probably can't show this on Twitch. Yeah, I don't think I can actually. I think this is TOS, so I don't think I can actually show you. I got a voicemail on my phone, which was presumably a butt dial of two people getting it on. And one part in the like towards the beginning of it is the dude goes, "Hey baby, can I put it in your ass?" yeah, go for it. Like, oh my god. It was quite the voicemail to be like, what? What is happening? Why do I have this in my voicemail? But yeah, it's probably not safe for Twitch. Keithy! Hello, welcome. At some point you'd hope that you would think of a better way of doing it, like talking to the website owners. The website owners are literally the government. I don't think they wanted you to bulk insert and bulk transfer like we did. Okay, but anyway, what I wanted to show you is in this table. Oh no. Oh no. Shit. Yeah, you have done this yourself. Yeah, I walked right into that one. You got me, chat. Oh, my foot is really itchy for some reason. Okay, but anyway, what I wanted to show you is in this items table now, there's now this encrypted badge token. The only reason this is encrypted is so that I can show this on stream without you being like, oh, I know your badge token now. But what I'm going to do, bringing this back a little bit, is add a parameter here that is the badge token. Oh, man. And if the badge token matches the one of the repository, then it'll render the badge. Otherwise, you'll get this unknown here. So that is the plan. Encrypted or hashed? Encrypted. The reason that it is encrypted is because I need to get the actual value and show the actual value to the user. I don't actually care that it's encrypted. Like, it doesn't actually matter here. Like, you know, the only reason this is actually double encrypted because the table itself is encrypted. So, it's only encrypted to obfuscate it so that you in chat cannot see what these values are just by me showing this table. But these are not passwords in any particular way, so, you know, hashing is not an appropriate way to approach these. And I need to actually display this value on the front end, so I need to be able to have a symmetric way to encrypt and decrypt this. Kibika says, oh gee, I'm so sorry I called you. Yeah, bulk insert. Right. That seems like a valuable business, like the old Nurse Graham business. Wait, you mean like leaving sexy voicemails as a viable business? Or do you mean like Capture Party as a business? Ezekiel, hello. Welcome. It's going. Oh no, what is this clip? This is the back end of the... It was! It happened. It happened. Restech says, hey, I just joined, what's going on? Kimiko, you're right. That is what happened. Hey, baby, says Griffin Boy. How's it going? Welcome. Leaving random sexy voicemails as a service. I mean, maybe I can give you like 1 or 2 seconds of it without it being TOS. Maybe I can give you like 1 or 2 seconds of it. How do I open voicemail? I feel like such a boomer that I don't know how to open voicemail, so I'm literally going to search on my phone for voicemail. There it is. We'll give you 1 or 2 seconds of it. Okay? I can't even hear it. Yeah, that's enough of it. But yeah, that goes on for like 65 seconds, and then it's done. That, like, what? Goodbook says, welcome. What is this off-brand Anthony doing in my stream? Hello. Good to see you, Griffin Boy. But yeah, it's something. You kept listening. I want to see how long it went for. Like, you can't just like... I mean, I binary searched it. Not gonna lie, I would. I mean, kind of wanted to know what was going on. You know, maybe I would get some more good quotes. Like, never mind, I'm not gonna do it again because you already clipped me the first time. Okay, but anyway, I want to display these on the front end, so that's what we're gonna do first. You called them back, right? So the weird thing is they've called me like 4 times over the last couple of days. I haven't picked up yet, but I kind of feel like I should and be like, hey, baby, kind of. No, wait, never mind. I kind of want to pick up the phone, but yeah, their number is 1 permuted from mine, but they have called, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've called 7 times since February 28th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so they called 7 times in the last 5 days, which is crazy. With being a butt dial, you can make some deductions about the position. Oh my god. She did say yes. It's in the voicemail. So the dude is butt dialing his girlfriend on so many levels. Emphasis. That's a new lead at Tech Recruit? Oh god. Let me think about that. Okay, so what we have to do here is web data repo. This has a new field, which is badge token enc. Badge token enc bytes. We need to figure out where these repos get constructed. It's right here, I guess. Hope that's the only place. All files. I think it is. Okay, yeah. Missing positional argument. Badge token enc equals ret badge token enc. And I gotta do encode to force it to be bytes here. And then I need to decode it. Right? I think so. Property badge token to a stir. And And how do I get the encryption token? Web. Did I put it in here? I did. From web.util import no, token enc key. And then return token enc key dot decrypt. I think this is how this works. My pie, notice me. LRU cache for nay has no attribute to decrypt. Oh. Oh, stop it. I forgot to call it function. Sick. Maybe you were the... I don't think that's true, Chasey Bites. Imagine if it's an actual recruiter from one of those sites. Maybe. What does this stir? Python has explicit typing now. Indeed, if you look at... Let's see... Is this going to get the right video? Yes! Okay, the second video there. I give you a short introduction to typing in Python. So check that out. It goes into details about what is going on here. But yes, these are type annotations. They are not checked by Python itself, but by external tools. And you can see here, like, you know, I had a typing mistake. I forgot to call this function. Probably because I've been writing Ruby all week. Cries in Ruby. But yeah, typing. Okay, so that part. What else do I have to do here? So we need to do two things, kind of two separate features here. One is to display the badge URLs, one is to check the badge URLs, and one is to allow somebody to rotate the token. I think we're gonna punt on rotating the token for today. We're just gonna try and get the first two things working. Web repo. Yeah, this should not be 403. This should be 404. This one should be... Yeah, I need to figure out how this works. Because this, like, is a nice API, but it should not be 403, because 403 gives someone information. It tells them whether the repository exists or not. Explains Python. 106 other videos found. I actually didn't implement that. Who did that for me? Why am I not remembering? So many of you... Oh, this is the wrong... Twish chatbot. But plugins... I don't know if it was pluginized at this point. Where was it? YouTube playlist search. Flame. Oh, it was moved. So we gotta look at this. Tree. Boot.py. Blame. And then explains. Explain. Explain by Mark J. MJ137 contributed this. But yeah, I didn't read the code for that. But yeah, it's pretty neat. I'm very happy with the feature. It definitely saved me so much time. I'm so glad they implemented that. It has made the stream way better because of it. Okay, but anyway. Any hooser. This repo page. Web templates. Repo. Oh, also my work is Mac OS, which drives me up a fucking wall. Because I'm really bad at using Macs. Keyboard shortcuts are driving me insane. Yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is I think I'm gonna generate these URLs in the view here because we need to do some view logic. So we're gonna do if repo.private otherwise, and we're gonna do. Ooh, how do we want to do this? Because I want to hide the token. Hmm. 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 Okay. And URL. Well, this is easy. Bash URL equals URL for latest service equals service. Ooh, we were hard coding the service here. Good thing that we're fixing these. User equals repo.count name. This is badge URL. We should have done badge, not latest. Badge. And then repo equals repo branch equals repo.default branch. I think this is actually the same for both of them. Badge URL, and we want latest URL. Latest URL. Didn't you boot Ubuntu on your last MacBook? I did. And actually the bootloader is unlocked, so I might be able to do the same thing. The problem is, at my last company, Linux was a supported operating system. At this company, it is not. Which sucks a lot. I'm really not happy about it. It is actually one of the main reasons why I quit when I was at Yelp, so yeah, I'm not feeling great about that. I have like a partial workaround right now where I don't want to talk about it. Kind of sucks. And Masters 8, good to see you again. Hello, hello. Enterprise agreements, they make sense, but they suck. No, they don't make sense. No part about macOS is more secure than Linux. Honestly, I'm waiting for the day when there's like a 0 day in macOS and like everyone is wrecked because of it. It's gonna happen. It's pretty much inevitable. So actually, now that I think about this, I kind of want to do some extra stuff here. So if repo.private badge URL query equals So my idea here, so that I actually show you what I'm talking about, is in this. Where did it go? What I want to have happen here is be able to have like and badge token equals, and then span class equals blur, whatever token, and have this in both of these places. So that's what I want, and then I want, you know, this blur class here. How do I add style? Oh, this is Chrome. I fucking hate Chrome. How do I add a style? This button? Yeah, here we go. Blur, and then I can do filter blur 10px. 5px? 5px. So I can have something like this, and then have document.add event listener click e if e dot, is it current target or target? Target dot class this how this works? E.target.filter equals style.filter equals empty string. Unexpected. I'll have a buddy problem. Fucking A, bud. Then e.target.classlist.indexOf is not a function. But anyway, this is what I want. I want to be able to click it and make it shown, but I don't think it actually needs to be clicked. But the cool thing about the blur span thing there is you can just copy and paste it, and it just works. So that's what I want to do. I just got to figure out a way to make that look less shitty. You know? Less secure, more guarantees. Would Apple be liable for any damage caused by their vulnerability? Probably not. Let's not talk about the new M1 chip malware. Wait, there's new M1 chip malware already? They market themselves for having a security focus? Who, Stripe or Apple? I don't think Apple does. They really don't. They're just lucky. Alright, so how's this going to work from a data perspective? Because I really only want to have it the token. I could write some really fucking ugly code. Yeah, no, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna keep this. I'm gonna use markup safe. Import markup safe manage URL. So we're gonna do if not repo.private badge URL equals badge URL display equals badge URL. Hey, what's up, Diego Senior? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Latest URL equals latest URL display equals latest URL. Otherwise, we are going to do badge URL equals doo-da-dee-doo. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Badge URL equals badge URL question mark badge token equals repo.badge token. Yes. And then badge URL display equals markup safe.markup. Badge URL question mark badge token equals ban class equals blur badge. I guess I can just do this slash span. Actually, we can just do hey, what's up, Range Quit Connor? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. What did I call that? Display URL. Display URL. .format bash URL. Repo.bash token. Great if I could spell. Great if I can spell twice. Latest URL equals badge URL. Badge token equals repo.bash token. And then latest URL display equals display URL.format badge URL. And yeah, we're gonna show these tokens on stream. I don't really care because this is private, whatever. Apple markets that lately. Interesting. Doo says hi from Chile. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. The observer says, how do you like your new living room workplace so far? I guess I can show you that on stream, because I haven't shown it on stream before yet. Here is my standing desk, which is fine. And I got a brand new chair. I think I'm actually gonna replace. Oh, it zooms. He zooms this wrong. There we go. Here's my standing desk in my living room. And this chair that I got, which is very, I feel like it's on brand for my color. Pay no attention to the X-Acto knife that's just sitting on my desk right here. Oh, we got the little dumpster fire chilling out in here as well. But yeah, there's actually a story about this chair. I used to have this same chair when I worked at Yelp. I stole it from a conference room. Apparently some exec left it there and then left the company, so it was my chair. But then I lost it when we moved offices. But anyway, for the longest time I've searched for this chair and I was unable to find it. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna find this fucking chair. So I searched for like 4 hours on Amazon the other day, and I found the chair, and it is exactly the same chair. So now I have this chair. I think I'm gonna get another one because this chair is actually falling apart. And this is much nicer on my back too. But it's alright. It gets the job done. The thing that I'm missing is like a place to put my feet, oddly enough. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for that. Isn't y equals x equals y the same as y equals x? Or not understand by that? Yeah, they're the same. You're right. There is no reason to do this. You are correct, indeed. Get a Herman Miller, don't look back. I'm not gonna spend $3,000 on a chair. I'm just saying. Rage Quit Connor says, God, I don't know what's going on, but I'm interested. Well, we're writing some God. That's what's going on. Okay, so login URL we like to put last for whatever reason. Badge. URL equals badge URL. Display. And we have the latest URL. Latest. I bet MyPy's gonna. I wonder if MyPy knows about markup safe. We'll find out. What do you say, MyPy? URL 4 is not defined. Right, this is flask.url4. MyPy must not know about. Must not know about markup safe. What? Does markup safe extend stir? Interesting. I didn't know that was the case. Okay. It at least escapes. That was what I really cared about. Interesting. I didn't know that they did that. Got a refurb about 700. 700's even a lot. Also, I wanted it to fit in my. There's a COVID subsidy at Stripe to get free stuff. So, the answer is that's a fun story. I have a plastic box sitting on my desk where I put my feet. A little strange, but honestly, I was thinking of building a little, essentially small plastic box. What are you making? If you do bang today, you can learn more about what I am working on today. But yeah, let me show you. I guess I can show you the chair that I got on the Amazon. A ribbed chair. But anyway, oops. Here's the chair that I got. on Amazon. It's real comfy. $280, not that expensive. I could have gotten it in all sorts of different colors. Look at all these crazy colors, Chad. I could have gotten it in orange or green or red. That's not red. This one's red. But I went for dark blue fabric. The one that I had at work was black. It was just this boring black one. But yeah. It had somebody's like conference badge like attached to the back of it that I could never get rid of. God, you could pay $50 to assemble it. It took me like 15 minutes. Man, I'd love to, make $50 for 15 minutes for his pleasure. Yeah. Right. Zephyr says, I just have an Amazon box that's the right size for King of my feet. You know what? I have a fucking Amazon box in my living room that I use as a stand for like shit. When I it's right next to my exercise bike. I mostly use it to put Pokemon machines on and play a bunch of Pokemon machines at the same time. But it looks really tacky, but it's extremely functional. So yeah, but anyway, Amazon boxes, they work well for that. But anyway, this is the chair I got. I like it. I like the chair. I like the stock. Okay, this looks good, and now we just need to use it in web templates repo. So this will be latest URL. Let me make sure there was no title there. Yeah. This one has some other shit in it though. There's like an alt text probably. Yeah. And so we want badge URL, and then down here we need, it's gonna be badge URL display. Badge URL display, and then latest URL display. Yeah, I think this is gonna work nicely. Yay. So let's try that. Let's see what it does. Oh, we want to actually do blur. Oh, this line is too long now. Yeah, we'll just do that. How did you search for a Yelp meeting chair? I literally just went to Amazon and was like, office chair, and then I just scrolled through pages and pages and pages of office chairs. I guess there's only 7 pages, but it felt like forever. There were also a lot that looked kind of like it. Like, I wasn't sure whether, like, this super basic one was it. But no, it's, like, slightly different. But yeah, I looked through a lot of chairs. I also tried websites that weren't Amazon. And I wasn't sure, I couldn't remember whether it was, like, one of these, where it was, like, a mesh backing or not. I don't know. There were a lot that kind of looked similar. But yeah, it took me a real long time. I wasn't sure if it was this one, because this one looks very similar. Let me zoom. So I wasn't sure if it was this one. This was like another like close guess, but it wasn't. But anyway, I searched through a lot of chairs. It took me forever. I would totally get a new chair, except I don't know how to get rid of the one I already have. Same. I don't know how to get rid of this chair. I gotta do that at some point. Cause yeah. Okay, PC blur. Oh, there's a lot of styling just for the run page. Repo page, here we go. PC blur. Filter blur 5px, I think is what we decided at. Yeah. Oh, these are 2 spaces. Oh, also another thing that I learned for those of you on macOS that are trying out my text editor Babby. Oh fuck! How? 502. Service unavailable. Looks like PyPI was down today. How do I rerun? Rerun. There we go. But anyway, in trying to get Babby working on macOS, I learned that there's some fuckery that you need to do to make it work properly. In system preferences, keyboard shortcuts, mission control, disable or rebind, move left to space, and move right to space. The defaults are this, which conflict. And then you have to configure terminal to have these keyboard shortcuts enabled. Or these keyword sequences. And to use the option key as the meta key. Otherwise, the terminal just does fucky stuff with Babby, so this makes Babby work better on macOS. Which, yes, I have learned how to run my text editor better on macOS. But any hooser. I think this looks good. Let's try and deploy this to staging. It just works. I mean, kind of. Git commit -m. Oh, we need to also... I forgot to do the actual badge URL. Ezekiel says, great shirt indeed. It is the Michigan Pokemon shirt. There was a Pokemon club when I went to school, run by my girlfriend at the time. And I like Pokemon, so yeah, of course I'm gonna be part of a Pokemon club. But yeah, that's where this shirt comes from. From Michigan, now in California. Nice. Same. Same. For now. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay there, but... Okay, so we need to get repo ID from here. And we need to look up the repo. Status, repo ID, private. Let's see if private in repo ID is none, then status equals unknown. Elif private get a private repository. Private badges must be tagged with badge token. I'm gonna do the same thing down here. It's repo get service repo ID. Repo goes repo get. I guess we can do if private repo ID is none, status equals status equals unknown, otherwise repo equals repo gets service repo ID if repo.badge token does not equal class.request.params. Invalid whiskey and fine. Args? Args. I think it's args that I want. I just want get params though. Not that it matters. I think it's args. See, I've used like 2 different web frameworks. One of them is WebOb and the other is Verkzeug. I always forget the differences between the two. Not Query Stream though. I think it's args. Yeah. Args.getBash token. Status equals unknown. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Do you know the Project Fast API? Do you like to contribute? Or do I like to use it? It does seem cool. I haven't used it myself yet. So I don't know the answer there. Paul Norris! Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. I have the same color scheme, Vim Code Dark. It's the VS Code Dark theme. This is with one modification. There's one modification to it. But this is not VS Code. This is my own text editor. The one modification is in INI files, VS Code doesn't highlight the headers. So I made it highlight the headers because I find that this looks much better. But yeah. Indeed, indeed. Is the VS Code dark? I thought it was Vim. Oh. Yeah, no, this one's from VS Code. My text editor uses the same spect engine. It's its own custom engine, but the same idea. Pokemon lovers, welcome to the stream. Anthony, I was the one who posted the pic of the guy who looked like you in Dick Sword. Oh, indeed. Which channel was that in? I did see that. But in general, where was that? Yeah. There we go. Kind of looks like me. I mean, it's mostly the hair, to be fair. Like, I think this guy's got a better jawline than I do. Like, look at that chin. I've got this like chonk going on my face. I got a very round head. This guy's got that V. Got that V. But yeah, hair's looking the same. I gotta get a haircut. I'm getting a fucking haircut. It's driving me up fucking wall. If only Flask had some sort of documentation. They do have documentation. If it can be improved, let me know. I work with a maintainer, so I mean I don't work with them, but I speak with them frequently. But yeah. It needs a different one. I thought it was Vim. Yeah, the Vim one's probably based on the VS Code one. To be fair. Fuck, what was I doing? Okay, yeah. I think that's right. So if it's private, if there's no repo ID, status is unknown. Otherwise, we retrieve the repo. I think this can also return none. I don't think it's possible, but I think it can. Web data repo get repo or none. Okay. Repo is none, or so that's another case where we get status unknown. We can reduce the, you know, I had written this originally. Gonna reduce the indent by 1. Ooh, then do you fit on one line? Nope. Okay. Oops. Private latest must be tagged with badge token. So instead of status equals unknown, we do flex.abort 404. Flex.abort 404. Yes. Okay, that looks good. J. Hayson Douglas, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Alright. I guess we'll deploy this and see what happens. Oh. Right. Web data batch stacks. That's what it's called. Oh. Thug. Invalid syntax. Variable type design, optional repo, variable has type stir. Oh, right, because this is called repo. I hate putting obj on the end of things, but can't think of a better thing right now. We're gonna do the same thing down here as well. Repo obj. Jason Douglas says Python. Indeed, we are running Python. OXHSN says, what are you building? If you do Bang today, you can learn more about it. Bang 2 has incompatible type optional stir expected int. Optional stir expected int. What the fuck? Oh, it should have been optional int. 318, yes. Yeah, this type is wrong. Data status. Should be int or not. What? So what? I think I want to do what I did down here. Yes. So if threat is none, status equals unknown. Logic for this gets ugly. Shit. The server says, I really enjoyed your anagram video. Shortly before AOC, I watched your counter video and used it a bunch solving puzzles, so my first thought was actually counter. Indeed. Oddly enough, the counter video also talks about anagrams as a interview questions. So that interview was, or that video was a bit of a repost, but I felt like it was good enough to rehash the content. So that's why I did it twice. So the problem is, kind of need to indent this. Because we kind of want to do... kind of want to do this. But then this line is too long. Ugh. Badge token equals flash.request.args.get badge token. You know what I can do? Is I can just take repo ID and badge token and see whether they match. Yeah, we can just do if private. So we can do, what is it? Repo ID, status, repo ID. Private. If private and not matches repo ID badge token matches repo ID badge token status equals unknown. I think this is actually going to work better. And then we will make a badge token matches, which takes repo ID as an int and badge token as optional, or as stir or none. Returns bool. If badge token is none, return false. Repo equals repo get. Oh, I need service. Service repo ID. If repo is none, return false. Return repo.badge token equals badge token. Yes, and then we can take this same logic and put it down here. Yeah, I think that's a little bit cleaner. Hey, Woodsy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Then we need to change this to this or none. And now I'm pretty happy. Require badge URL to display badges or latest redirect. And then we'll try in staging, see what happens. Scripts, lambda build, lambda deploy, deploy. And then 2 to 2. Okay, so in theory, well, let's do this first. This page should not change at all. It changed. Fuck! The full URL is gone. Well, this is why we go to staging before we go to production. We need... where is it? Large data bank! Thank you for the resub. 3 months in a row. And 3 total. Yes, the AWS console is on the stream. Indeed, indeed. The weird thing is I had a really fucking hard time logging in. Something with private... I think something with private tab made it real shitty. But yes, these are encrypted just so they don't show up in chat. Also, for those in your chat that don't know, Large Data Bank also streams, so you should check them out. So, how did I lose... Wait, why are these ones... Oh, this is the one that I haven't refreshed yet. Yeah. So what makes this a full URL? What makes this a full URL? Why is it a full URL? Oh, that's that part. Yeah, we gotta go down here. External equals true. That is what I am missing. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Paste. That makes them full URLs. Oh, get commit dash detachment. Oh, cool. Go streamer. Indeed. Build and deploy. All right. Are you back to working again? You are. You are indeed. That does look correct. Okay, so now the moment of truth is on the private repo. This should be rendering now. And we should have blurry tokens. Oh, look at that, chat. Look at these blurry ass tokens. Oh, I got a green badge again. And if I highlight over it, you'll see the token. Oh, we also have the token right here. Oh, fuck. Why do we have the token twice? Why do we have the token twice? Anyway, there's the token. It actually doesn't matter. It just gives you access to this badge. The fuck? Why is it in there twice? Oh. Juice is raiding me? I was about to raid you! Oh no! Welcome, raiders from Juicebox Zero. How you doing? Gasp. You were playing guitar? La guitarra misteriosa? Yeah, what the fuck? How did this fuck up? What did I do wrong here? Juice wants to get in your pants. Hey, Kenpiko. No booty, you have a button now. It's true. With your 6-month badge, look at you fancy there. James Blunt. Just getting high. Fucking high. Like that view style. I don't know what's... Oh, I know it's wrong here. These are in the wrong order. These are in the wrong order. That's why it shows the thing in plain text. OMG, the clip on Discord, did you play the voicemail for them? I played a few seconds of it. I didn't want to get TOS'd. I just played a few seconds of it. But also I talked about it in Yell at the Cloud, so That's how they knew about the "Can I put it in your ass?" Little sound bit there. But yeah. And that's gonna get clipped too. Okay, so this should fix that. Git commit demands and git commit demand. Yes. And deploy. Yeah. Okay, so this should fix this. Assuming that works. Hopefully. Doesn't just be like, huh, lol, there's the badge token. There's the badge token. This blur filter is really nice. I like that though. Okay. Please work. Please no badge token twice. Yes. Wait. We got some typos there. This should have been latest. Ideally, I would have better automated tests for this, but oh well. Such is life. Such is life in Skyrim. No, that makes no sense. Why did I say that? Vancouver P, how you doing? Welcome back. It's been a while. Busy Friday, a little bit. I mean, we're getting this thing working. To not show the token. Hey, there we go. This is what we want to see. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that blur. Look at the blur there. And the cool thing is, if you copy paste it, so let's say I copy and paste just a little bit of it, and then paste, and you can see it actually copies the token, which is cool. So we can leave it blurred. I don't know how portable this is. Presumably it works on Firefox and Chrome, and that's all I really fucking care about. I guess we can try it on Chrome, see what, or on Firefox. Oh wait, we can't because I gotta log in. Whatever. Fuck it. Lambda deploy, and prod. Next 12-hour stream, a juice box, anthong, guitar, violin concert would be a nice thing. That's what I call a Japanese badge token. Oh, Kinbiko. Yes, indeed, right? But anyway, that's what I want to get done for today. Tomorrow we're going to be working on this a little bit more, so tune in for the stream tomorrow at noon Pacific, so 7 hours earlier than it is right now, where I'm going to be continuing working on this. And we're specifically going to be working on rotating this token, because I've shown it a bunch of times. I'm making a little button here that's, you know, rotate badge token with CSRF protection and all that other stuff, so it's going to take a bit of engineering work to make it happen, but we'll be working on that tomorrow, which will be cool. But anyway, let me do my little spiel, and then we'll find you a channel to watch. My name is Anthony. I upload my previous content to YouTube, and that is youtube.com/AnthonyRedsCode, where you can find educational videos, which are these purple ones, or you can find previous streams, which are these black ones. But check out those videos. I try and upload a video a day, although recently I've been busy with work, so I haven't had as much time to record, so we'll see how long the video per day thing works. As for recent videos you should check out the Python match statement, which is coming in Python 3.10. I did a comprehensive video all about that, so check that out. I also did a video yesterday about an interview question, which might be interesting. You can also follow me on Twitter, and that's twitter.com/codewithanthony. Let me put those links in the chat. I announce my streams in 2 places. One of them is on Twitter, so I announce streams like this. I also announce them on my Discord, where you can join for help on programming. There's a beginners channel if you want to ask questions. There's also some good memes. I don't know, it's just kind of a cool little place to hang out. So join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube, all those things. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by. Let's go find someone to raid.